Hi, guys. Sorry I was a couple minutes late. Had to make a last minute bathroom break. How's everybody tonight? Let's see what we got here. There's Don and Scotty. Hi, guys. Did you enjoy your family? Pine Needle Blanket. Hello. That's a cool one. There's Ken and Carla. Air conditioned sheet. Hello. I just had my door open today and the fan on. It felt nice. There's Dawn. Hello. Oh, already. It's dark outside, guys. Hi, Kevin. Happy birthday, Kevin. He said hi. He's watching golf. Of course he is. Putting tent. Hi, Henry and Leanne. How's the weather in Illinois? Is the snow gone yet? Cooler temps coming, rain. Wind and rain, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Sunny and almost 60 here. That's nice. We got up to 72 degrees here today. It was very foggy this morning, and a lot of humidity. But this afternoon the fog cleared out and the humidity went down to about 54%. So it was a rather nice afternoon. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my finish getting my steps painted, but I don't like to paint when it's so humid outside because it's not good for the paint to dry. And I've had some issues with on some days where it dries just kind of tacky feeling. So I'm trying to wait until the humidity is down enough that the paint will dry good. Rain coming this Saturday. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I ate dinner a while ago, so I'll probably be yawning throughout this whole thing. But I wanted to eat, so anyway, I think we're supposed to get rain on Sunday. Kevin bought it last year, but never had a chance to use it. Well, cool. Now he's got a good excuse. 40s and 50s, some still lingering in the shade. Yeah. Well, at least you got rid of most of it. That's a good thing. I'm so sorry. I I had to fix my dinner before it got too late tonight because I was making a new recipe. I've been seeing this Parmesan chicken meatloaf on Facebook quite a bit, so I decided to give it a go. And of course, I had to. Well, I'll tell you that story in a little bit. But I had groceries, and then I needed to run to the hardware store. I'll tell you that story in a little bit. And then I had to cook meatloaf, and I didn't want to be cooking it at 8 o'clock at night. So as soon as I got back from the hardware store, I went ahead and made my meatloaf. And of course, I wanted to eat while the food was still warm. So Parmesan chicken meatloaf, and it wasn't bad. I didn't know what to expect out of a chicken meatloaf. you know, it was a little bit blander tasting than what you would have with a beef, ground beef meatloaf. But it wasn't bad. The more I ate it, the more I kind of liked the taste of it. So anyway, Parmesan chicken meatloaf. No, it wasn't Parmesan. It wasn't Parmigiana. It was just like Parmesan cheese in with the chicken and the breadcrumbs. And no, I didn't put ketchup on it. But good question. Good question, Don. I bet Kim would have. Like ground in mud. Yes. Now you have to fight the mud. It's always something in the wintertime, isn't it? I have a pair of galoshes, but thankfully I haven't had to use them since Moab. Oh, that was a nightmare. You remember that, Dawn? All the mud we had there? Hi, PJ. How are you? How's the roads that you're traveling? Hope everything's been okay for you. In-N-Out Burger today. Scotty had the double double, and I had a 4x4. Go fake keto. What's a 4x4? I've never eaten at an In-N-Out, so I have no idea what they are. Yeah, that was one muddy place, wasn't it? So, PJ, I saw the post that you did with Grant. Oh, I'm sorry, Gwen and her air rifle um competition. How did she place? I'm sure she enjoyed it. Last 2 weeks good. A few more potholes though. That kind of happens when you have snow, because they salt the roads and then that tears up the asphalt and everything, along with all the water and everything else. It just makes for, you know, loose pavement and potholes. So never a fun thing. Is there secret menu for, oh my gosh, 4 meat patties, onions, and 4 pieces? How can you eat all that? Oh my gosh, it would take me 4 meals. That because I can't even. I can only do one burger. 4 patties. How tall was that? Must have been. Must have been what? 4 or 5 inches tall. That's a challenge just to get it in your mouth. That's crazy. So, okay, so Walmart. So I've been ordering my groceries through Walmart and I signed up for their delivery system. And Carla uses it all the time, doesn't seem to have any problems. 5 times I've ordered for a delivery, and every single time the driver has trouble finding me. Today, the driver got completely lost, never did find me. I finally had to text her and say, "Take it back to Walmart. I'll go pick it up there." And that's what I had to do. I had to go to Walmart and pick up my groceries. So I'm never using the delivery system again. And I found out from the workers at Walmart while I was there that it's actually none of the delivery drivers are Walmart employees. They're through a third party contractor. So it is just not worth it as far as I'm concerned. Just as for the heart attack menu for something I don't remember. They're actually small meat patties. Oh, well, they'd almost have to be. She was 17 out of 33. Well, that's pretty good. and scored 271. Wow, that's pretty incredible. She's pretty darn good with that air rifle. Sorry. You have to have good cardiologists when you eat, though. Yes, for sure. We'll use robots. Drones have already started. Craziness. Yes, she is. She is good. I think she really enjoys that competition too. She's talented in many ways. So my next big story is some people here in the park were selling PVC pipe. There's a few people here that have taken PVC pipe and hooked up to all of their gray and black tanks. So I was finally able to finagle and get this PVC pipe, and it didn't cost me anything. So this is what I ended up with. Let's see. All this pipe for free. So it's 3-inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe and all the connectors and everything. And I got that for free. So that was pretty good. So then Ken had offered to do this for me. So I hadn't even thought about it until he asked me if I'd been thinking about it. And so he's going to put it all together for me. So he was out there playing with all the pieces today to kind of see how everything was going to fit and if we had everything we needed. And so I had to go get a couple of different bayonet fittings because the ones that I did have were too small for the PVC pipe. So I had to run over to Ace Hardware and get supplies for that, which I thought, probably it'll run around $30, $40. It cost me $65 for 2 bayonet fittings, and these bayonet fittings are about the pipe on them is about 4 inches long, and they're threaded on the end. So I was like, well, the pipe that I have isn't threaded. So then I had to get a connector piece that goes on the threaded bayonet that will connect to the 3-inch pipe. So anyway, I got everything I got. I got glue and I got cleaner for the pipe and some plumber's tape. $65 for just that little bit of stuff. So I'm certainly glad I got the pipe for free because I'm telling you, that was quite something. Tell her we said hello and great job. Yay. Yeah, I got it absolutely free. They had it advertised for $20 on Facebook on our Southern Leisure group. And by the time I went over there to see about it, they'd already they were moving to a different lot in, I think, in a park model home. So anyway, they wanted to get it out of the way. And so they gave it to Southern Leisure and they put it in their maintenance sheds. But she said, you can have it if you want it. Just go to the office and tell them I said you could have it. So we had to go run it down. But anyway, it was a good deal for free. Yeah, that stuff is pricey. Yeah, I can imagine. If the connectors were that much, I can only imagine how much the pipe was. So I was grateful for picking that up for free. So anyway, so while Ken's doing that, I'm gonna work on painting. I just have my balustrades to finish up painting, and a couple of the 2x6s down low need a second coat. There's a few places that I have to go back and hit with this second coat. But other than that, should be done. So hopefully, if I can get out there early enough tomorrow, I can get it done. So I have tomorrow and maybe Saturday to finish up. And then Sunday, we're supposed to get rain. So I'd like to get it done before then. PVC theft, theft in the park. Yeah, the guys over in the maintenance shed was kind of giving us a little bit of a hard time. Well, let's see, what kind of PVC pipe are you looking at? What are you talking about? And blah blah blah. I just don't think he wanted us to have it. I think he wanted it for himself. But anyway, I ended up with it. So so anyway, that was the deal there. And today I just kind of rested. I did laundry yesterday. I had about 2.5, almost maybe 3 weeks worth of laundry. So it took me a while to get my laundry done. And so I finished putting all that away today and just kind of rested because I knew I'm going to be out there painting again tomorrow. So just taking it easy, doing things a little bit at a time. That's about all I do anymore, just a little bit at a time. But thankfully, at least most of what I have to do now is up high, and I don't have to do a lot of bending over because that really hurts my legs and my lower back. PVC is deflowered. No one will want to steal it. Yeah, for sure. I've got about 6 loads. Yuck. That's a lot. That's quite a bit. Well, I still need to do towels and sheets for the bed. But I'm going to wait until I get my painting done and then I'll go do those. And then put fresh, clean sheets on the bed. So, anyway, there's always something. You always can find something to do when you live in an RV. I guess it's really no different than living in a house, but it seems like you'd think, as small as they are, that you wouldn't be spending quite so much time doing stuff. But yeah. So anyway, but that'll be helpful. Oh, plus Ken is also, I got another one of those tubes to put under the trailer to store the slinky in. So he's going to put that up for me too. Thank you, Ken. So anyway, hopefully that'll be it. And then I'm just about done wanting to do things around here. I think I've pretty much got my setup done. As soon as I get the steps and everything all painted, then I can move my grill back where I want it. I can put my tables back up. I can actually get everything set up where it's supposed to be. So I'll be happy when that's all done. And then just the usual everyday run-of-the-mill stuff. And hopefully I'll be able to get out and do more of the activities around in the clubhouse. So I'm looking forward to that too. So. In the house, you don't have tons of stuff that must be done today. Yeah, most things can wait except general cleaning. Very true. That is very true. And sometimes you have to factor in weather. Um, but you kind of have to do that with a regular house too. Can't cut the grass when it's raining and or take leaves out of the gutter or whatever. So, but another thing that I have to arrange for is to get my air conditioners up on top of the roof cleaned for the summer. So I had those done last May. So I want to get them done probably March or April, I guess. Get them done for the summer so that my air conditioner doesn't struggle. I've had good luck with it so far, so I would like to keep it that way. Just trying to be preventive as much as possible. But I know it's time because after I got it cleaned last year, my filter stayed clean for the longest time. And then, over time as the dust and everything builds up outside in the air conditioner, then you get more of it inside. Uh, and I'm starting to see that again. So I know that they need to be cleaned. So, oop. So anyway, anybody got any big plans going on? Ken and Carla is going to be leaving before too much longer. That'll be sad to see them leave, but they'll be back next winter. So, oh, I have my son is coming to see me on the 18th, and he's bringing my grandson from Gainesville, so that'll be nice. I get to see Richie, and then let's see. Oh, the day before that, I have to go in to Jacksonville for my annual cardiology appointment. So, got to get that done and out of the way. And I'm supposed to get scheduled for an MRI for my knee, but I haven't heard back from Dr. Waters' office about that yet. So I'm waiting to hear something more from him. So maybe while I'm in Jacksonville, I can stop by there and try to figure out what's going on with that. We'll see. Getting done with it after the new fans and the remodel. We've been lazy. That kind of happens, doesn't it? You kind of get one thing done and you're like, whew, that's off the list. I'll sit back and relax for a little bit. So anyway. But I used my air fryer oven for my meatloaf tonight. That worked out really well. Uh, I think I've learned that I have to adjust the temperature from any recipe down about 15 to 20 degrees from what the recipe says, because that little oven gets really hot and cooks things much quicker than the recipe will say, even on the bake mode. So, so I'm learning how to adjust my time and temperature to make things come out right. So that's been an interesting little adventure in learning how to cook again. So drama on the horizon. No, no, no. So right now I'm just trying to chill. We don't need drama. Hi, Jennifer. How are you tonight? What's going on with you, girl? What have you been up to? Tell us something new and exciting. We need a thrill or two in the live chat because no one else is talking much. Once you've used the air fryer more, if you think the air frying works like you think it's supposed to. Well, I haven't done any real frying, other than just, like snack food. But it cooks everything that I've done so far. I've been very pleased with it. But like I'm I'm not a wing person, so I don't do wings or stuff like that. It's just not my thing. Um, so I haven't, like I said, I haven't really done any frying per se. So, but for what I use it for, I've really enjoyed it. Like, um, I sometimes I like a biscuit in the morning with my eggs instead of toast or anything else. I just like to have a biscuit. And you can buy those small cans of biscuit, but there's 5 in there, and I can't eat them all up before they go bad. Um, and I have to end up throwing them away. So now I'm buying the frozen Grands. Have you guys ever seen those before? My husband's aunt used to use those, and they're actually really pretty good biscuits. So I'll pop a biscuit in there and cook it, and it takes less time to cook that. Like I said, even on the bake function, it takes less time. So it's saying bake, but it's really more like a convection oven bake. So it does take less time. So you have to watch things. You can't, leave it for the whole length of time without checking it. Kim wants to know if you got your repair shop open yet. She's quite the little person in the know, I'll tell you. A lot of skills in that girl. Needs the oil changed in the truck. Turns out nice in the air fryer. Does it really? Do you have to cover it? Now, at home, I used to uh, bake my bacon in the oven all the time and never covered it, and I didn't have any of that splattering that you have in the pan on top of the stove. But I wasn't sure about in an air fryer. So, do you have to cover it to keep it from splattering? And things to be crispy, and I can't quite get to that in any of my air fryers. Really? I don't know. Um, like I said, I haven't really done a lot of fried food in it. So I don't know. I'll have to investigate. It was nerve-wracking. I'm sure that's true, but you got it done, girl. He doesn't cover it. Okay. That's good to know. So I'll try that because I like bacon in the oven. So 6 minutes at 375. Okay. Thank you. Leave them in there for 3 days, Dawn. Oh my gosh. Oh, so um last Friday after our whole live stream about beans last week, I fixed some beans in the Instapot and they came out perfect. I didn't soak them like the night before. So that morning I got my beans out and I soaked them for probably 3 or 4 hours and then put them in the Instapot for I can't remember how long it was. Um I think it was 50 minutes. 50 minutes is what I watched a YouTube video because I'd never really done beans in the Instapot before. So I wanted some idea of what I was getting into. And that guy said if you don't soak your beans overnight, you put them in there so many cups of water and cook them for 50 minutes. And they came out perfect. They were really good. They weren't too mushy, but they were done. And I had a ham steak. So I put the ham steak in the Instant Pot and cooked it with the beans, and then I took it out and I just kind of cut it up and put it back in with the beans, and it was really good. As Tally Faye, who's Tally Faye? Says, don't be afraid, y'all. Okay, I don't know who Tally Faye is, but okie dokie. Hey, Mobile Tech, how are you? We're talking food. And guess what? Dawn cooks some rice. How about that? Hey, Summer, I see you there. So she sent me this picture just before the live stream. So I haven't downloaded it. But here's her little rice dish. So it's Spanish rice with pork. She said it came out really good. So ta-da! Good job, Dawn. Everybody's saying hi to Mobile Tech. So I guess you're back from air rifle, Summer? Did she have a meet tonight? We were talking about her earlier. I was asking PJ how she placed in her competition. So such a good kid that Gwen is. Did it end up all over the ceiling? What? What, the rice or my beans? My beans turned out really good. Rice-a-roni. So was that minute rice that you used, or did you actually cook regular rice? Oh, homemade. All right. That is good. See, you can cook rice. She's all done for this season. Well, that's good. So let's see. Band is over. Air rifle's over. Gosh, you get a break. That's got to be nice. I did use minute rice, but not like it's supposed to be used. Okay. One bowl of rice and you're done. I think she made a whole pan of it because she had to feed Kevin too, you know. So, tip for the musical. Okay. Well, that's good. At least now she's got just playing her flute. She has. Good. Yay. She has good recipes. Cool. I've got a whole bunch of recipes I've taken off of Facebook. I've got like a whole little cookbook in my file category. And tonight's the first night I've actually made one of them, so thinking and had an hour-long conversation with an AI. And together we worked out the recipe. He was being fussy. I can't even imagine that. Hmm. Anyway, I'm glad you got a dish that you liked and that it turned out well. So good job. Now you have to repeat it. So anyway. All right. Who else has something to say? You would serve it in a restaurant? Nice. Very good. Good Spanish rice is actually very hard to come by. When I left New York, PJ and Summer took me to a Mexican restaurant there in Arcade, New York, and they had very good Spanish rice. I couldn't believe how flavorful it was without it being spicy, burn your mouth or whatever, but it had a lot of really good flavor. So good Spanish rice is very hard to do. We do not exactly see. It is. Yep. So, we don't have a single good Mexican restaurant around us here. So, um, I've been making some fairly good enchiladas. I need to learn how to do chimichangas, which is basically the same thing except they're fried a little bit. But I haven't been brave enough to try the frying portion of it. So, anyway, that's just my experience. Oh, I got something from Summer, and I do still have the recipes. Cool. Well, that's good. I mean, you want to be able to repeat it if you liked it. Oh yeah. All right. So that one, let me load this. This is hang on a second, guys. That she sent me a picture of Gwen doing her air rifle. So let me see if I can add that now. Hang on. I'm getting there. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, that's loading. Here we go. Here's Miss Gwynny from Pioneer High School. Participates in the Section 6 Individual Rifle Championships at Orchard Park Middle School. Very cool. She's pretty darn good with that rifle. She was showing me some of her scores from previous competitions while I was up there, and she's like 97% or more usually on all of her targets. So she's pretty amazing with that thing. So where's Donna? I don't know. Yes, where is Donna? Maybe she's asleep on the couch. Who knows? I don't know. Sometimes she's here and sometimes she's not. It is awesome, isn't it? She's a good kid, that Gwen. I'm very impressed by her. Multi-talented young lady. And very well-mannered, well-behaved young woman. So they've raised her right for sure. Maybe she will. Who knows? You never know. So anyway. You're so welcome. She's just a good young lady. So anyway. So what's everybody's um spring adventures going to be looking like this year? Y'all have any plans in your head? Any thoughts of where you're going in the spring? Mobile Tech, how are you doing? Are you back to working on trailers? Are you past that rehab portion where you can start doing more now? Oh, I bet. I bet. I bet you lost a lot of branches with all that snow. Oh, cool. Where you think you might be heading? A trip to Minnesota, to the frozen north? Gosh, Ken. Well, let's see. I hope the snow is gone up there when you get there. PJ's going boar hunting at the end of the month. Oh yeah, his yearly trip to Florida in April. Cool. Bring back some fresh boar meat. You need to thin some trees. Will they let you do it there? Plans haven't changed. Gain your granddaughter June 1st and headed to South Dakota. My plans haven't changed either. I'm going to stay right here. I have Evan's graduation in May, so I'll be driving to Jacksonville for that. Probably stay overnight up there for one night, so I'll board the dogs. But anyway, that'll be that. But other than that, maybe day trips. There's several state parks with springs around here that I want to go and visit and see them while I'm in the area because there's lots and lots of springs in this part of Florida. Can do whatever we want with our trees, no regulations. Oh, that's really nice. That's very cool. So are you guys just going to be there long term now? Is that going to be like your little forever home? Excited. We're all excited. What, Dieter Dieter? You want to say hello to the people? Look, they want to say hello tonight. This is Ziggy and Dee Dee. Where are you? Ziggy, raise your head up. Let me get rid of this comment, Don. Hide Don's comment. There they are. Here's Ziggy and Dee Dee. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Tell everybody hello. I don't want to stir them up too much. They'll be making trouble. What time I am in Chiefland, Florida. So it's a small little town. So I'm west of Gainesville, if you know where Gainesville is. Let me see if I can show you. What? What, Miss Mouthy? She's a little mouthy dog. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to go pretty soon because I got to go to the bathroom, Bark. Okay, so I don't know how much of this that you can really see. So here's where I'm at. Near the, not a whole lot of ways to the Gulf Coast. This little green dot is Tallahassee. And down here is Tampa. So I'm kind of in the middle of that bend. So that's where I am. So there you are. Plan to head this way. Let us know if you can so we can book you a spot. Dee Dee. Yeah, Dee Dee. She's a noisy one. We'll let you know. Ruthie started barking. How's Ruthie doing? Miss you guys. So anyway, that's where we are. You have to go potty? I think I'm gonna have to go, guys. Take my little mutts out to go pee for the last time tonight. Okay, we're gonna go. Tell everybody goodbye. So good night. I'll see y'all next week. Get on the road. Get stuck waiting for everything to be perfect. Yeah. Doing great. And this Sunday we have Celebrator in. Oh, how nice. Jupe hears the barking. Okay, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Love you guys. Take care and have a good week. See you soon.